See freestyles like this? The reason why I wake up in the morning, I swear. This guy is different with it. Shaker. Mad about bars. I beg you, take this in.
And I messed up at school because I got caught with weapons in my bag, and it kind of all went a bit sour after that. But yeah, the only reason I had weapons in my bag is because people were threatening to come to my school and kill me regularly. Like every day, I used to get phone calls as a young 14-year-old boy, doesn't know much about life. Like I was under pressure. I'm getting phone calls every day, man saying they're coming to my school to kill me. But I was a piece of shit at one point. At one point, I was moving quite scummy out here. I've been nicked with a knife 3 times or 4 times. I've been nicked with weed. They tried to say they found my blood on a firearm, so they nicked me, put me in jail. I bust that case. I realised in my head, Ross, he's the only other Asian rapper right now that I can see as competition or see like on par with me, and he saw the same in me. So we thought, cool, let's come together and see what we can do. We made What's Your Life Like with my. That's still one of my favourite songs. My favourite thing of all time is going to be my Mad About Bars freestyle, yeah, for now, because it's got 1.8 million views by myself on my brother's beats. My Frenzo since a young kid still. We've been running the streets together since forever.
Okay,
You know what I'm
so deep
saying?
with the music.
Nah, me and him on the streets together, man, for years and years, getting into dumb shit, man. We've been succeeding and failing, and that's why I'm chasing my dream now. Whatever comes of it, it don't matter. I'm happy at the moment. I'm happy doing it. If you got something, if you're got a dream and you're good at it, then you can go for it. Run it. Be happy. You gotta do what's good for you at the end of the day.
Hi guys, welcome back to GANGSTER. We're bringing you the most exciting interviews from around the world. Today, delighted to be in East London, one of the hottest rappers in the UK, and one of my personal favourites, Shaker the Baker. Shaker, thank you very much for giving me the opportunity today.
You're very welcome, bro.
And congratulations on all your success over the last few years.
Yeah, it's been a mad couple of years still. If that's been impressive, then oh my lord, you're not ready for what's about to be next. Then I don't think it's very impressive personally, but everybody's critical of themselves. For 2 whole years, they didn't really make no music. Yeah. If you work it out, for like a whole year, and then drop no music. You get me?
It's just crazy. You still managed to have crazy success in that time, and so I love to see what happens when you actually put in your...
People still do mess with my music still, so I appreciate that.
So, like I say, you've had millions of views over the last few years, but there's just so little about you, actual interviews, so people can find out about the sort of man behind the music. So I thought it's only right to come down and try and find out some of the answers. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So let's get back into the start. Like, so whereabouts are you from, and talk to us about a little bit about your childhood and family settings.
I'm from Chinkford. I was born in Chinkford, and obviously my family from Asian background. But after a certain age, we stopped hanging around a lot of my Asian relatives too often. And the area that I live in, there's not hardly any Asians there, so it's not like I was able to hang around with Asian kids growing up. All my friends were white or black, so I slowly stopped speaking the language and stuff. Now it's embarrassing for me because I can hardly speak my own language. Hardly. And when I was young, I could speak it fluently. Do you know what I'm saying? But at the same time, it's because my mum couldn't speak English. She used to tell us to speak to her in English, to teach her English. But while we're teaching her English, we're forgetting our own language. And then man's got to a certain age now, man's smoking and stuff. And then now it's to the point where if she passes me the phone to speak to my relatives back home, yeah, it's a myth. It's a myth. I repeat the same word like 6 times, 7 times. I just say, hello, how are you? That's it. And then I just like, mum, take the phone back. So you get me? Hopefully I will learn it again, because obviously I'm trying to learn some other languages now, Spanish and some other languages. So it's good for me to learn my own one. But yeah, so back to what I was saying. So growing up in Chinkford, I was a good kid. You can ask anyone that knew me. From school, academically, I achieved well. I was very bright. I was like top of my class. All my exams, I was acing them. I was like 100 out of 100, that kind of student, you know what I'm saying? All the way up until like, I was like 14, 15, and then yeah, just went left after that.
So what happened? You got stuck in the streets, or?
Even I got stuck in the streets, man. I think personally, it's easy to push blame on other people, yeah? But it all goes wrong when you're it starts off academically, innit? It goes wrong when you fuck up at school. When you fuck up at school, that will mess you up going on further, like college and uni and stuff like that. And I messed up at school because I got caught with weapons in my bag, and it kind of all went a bit sour after that. But yeah, the only reason I had weapons in my bag is because people was threatening to come to my school and kill me regularly. Like every day, I used to get phone calls as a young 14-year-old boy, doesn't know much about life. Like, I was under pressure. I'm getting phone calls every day, man saying they're coming to my school to kill me. Now, to them, it might be nothing. To them, it might just be like, I might be one of 10 people that you threaten every day. But to me, that's a big deal. I'm not really doing much on these roads. I'm just living my life. I'm a good kid, chilling with my friends. I don't want no smoke with nobody. And now I'm getting phone calls all hours of the day and night telling me you're coming to my school to kill me. What am I supposed to do? I'm gonna make sure I go to school prepared just in case it goes down. And then one day my head of year called me to his office, and I didn't even remember. I've had these tools in my bag for so many months here. I forgot I even had them. You know, you just keep it with you and then take off your bag. So I took off my bag thinking, what's wrong with this guy? And he opened my bag and he turned it upside down. Boom, boom, the hammer and a kosh hit the table, and I was like, oh shit, I remember I got that in there. That was it. The whole academic career ruined because some youths want to threaten me. They want to threaten my life. For no reason. I've done nothing to none of these guys, you know. I've done nothing. I'm a good kid. I think I just got one of them faces you just want to slap. Because people have always troubled me for no reason. Now I've got older and I've kind of accepted it. And when I look back, I think that was the moment that shit changed, yeah. When I'm getting death threats for no reason, and I'm getting into trouble at school and all this other stuff. So yeah, that was basically the beginning of the end. The
beginning of the trouble, not the end.
The end of the good, of me being a good kid. Do you know what I'm saying?
So did you get thrown out of school?
Yeah, I got thrown out of school.
Did you manage to complete your GCSEs or anything?
I managed to complete my GCSEs, but I was in a police station for like 2 of my exams. So I missed like French and history. I was saying, officer, let me out. I got GCSEs. They weren't hearing it. So I missed like 4 of my tests. Maths I aced.
Yeah.
I think I got A in maths. English, A's. They're the 2 ones I cared about anyway. And I aced them both. The rest of them, I either didn't even do no work, or just, like I said, I was in a police station for one of them. I missed some of my exams. I was on the road. I just made sure I did maths and English.
Yeah. So what were you getting arrested for at them times? You said the ropes.
Knives.
Knives.
Knives. Regularly. Too many times. Like more than once, in it, put it that way. Knives and weed. Them days, there was a lot of knives and weed. But them days, they didn't used to take the knives as serious as they do now. You could get in it with a knife, and you get like 6 months probation or something. You're getting it with another knife and they give you 12 months probation. Then another knife and you might get 2 years probation. Some community service and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't think that many people was dying from knife crime at the time. There were people dying, of course, but it wasn't as bad as it is now, I don't think.
Yeah. And so after school, did you end up going to college or anything like this?
I did go to college, but I couldn't do like the courses that I wanted to do. I had to just settle for whatever course I was qualified to do. And then, yeah, no, it was just a myth. It was, but you know, you have a summer holidays between school and college. In that summer holidays, a lot happened. Do you know what I'm saying? A lot happened. Like a lot happened. A friend of mine died. A lot of stuff happened. I'm just about to go into college now. So by the time I go into college, my brain's gone. My brain's gone. I'm buying weed every day, and I'm just looking for trouble every day. And I was a piece of shit at one point. At one point, I was moving quite scummy out here. Things that when I look back, I'm like, wow, did I really do that? But I would say that I'm not like that anymore, as in like things I do now. I'm probably do madder stuff now than I did then. But them things were scummy. Them things didn't really have a meaning. Like, I'll do things now that I regret. Now when I do mad things, I don't regret them because I do them for a purpose and I do them because I need to do them. Do you know what I'm saying?
So did you ever get in any serious trouble around them times with the police?
Knives. I've been hit with a knife 3 times or 4 times. I've been hit with weed. They tried to say they found my blood on a firearm, so they nicked me, put me in jail, but I bust that case because I had nothing to do with it. They found my blood on a firearm, and I was just saying, well, my blood's on a firearm. You know how much time guns have been pulled on me in my life? Like, you know how much time I've been fighting and guns have been, like, my blood could end up on any firearm. It's not my firearm, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah.
So you ended up doing a bit of time on remand, did you?
No, I did remand for about a week, and they told me because I wasn't involved in the, because I wasn't in the cab that the youths got nicked, because some youths got nicked with the gun in the car, innit? 3 of them. Now, I weren't with them. They got remanded. I got picked up 7 weeks later when your DNA comes back. I got remanded. My solicitor said if we get him an address out of the area and pay some money, then can you get bail? Then they gave me bail, but I had to live in Luton. I weren't allowed within London for like 8 months.
Jesus.
Yeah, so I'm living with my cousins, broke, nothing going on with my life, sitting in the garden doing nothing, trying to find enough dough to buy weed. That it was a shitty time. I'm on the phone to my brethren, sorting out what's going on, and then at the end of it, after 8 months of having my whole life on hold, everyone bust case except for the one kid who admitted it from the start. So he's gone guilty, said it's mine. You're supposed to put him in jail, and everyone else is supposed to go free now. No, they kept the rest of us on bail for 8 months, bear this and that, and at the end of it, we all bust case. But the guy that admitted in it, he did like 4 years or something. But it was a big waste of time, basically. But that was one where I was like, it really affected me, innit? Because 8 months out of Chinkford, out of my life, I wasn't in the studio, I wasn't doing nothing. I was just smoking weed every day. But like I said, everything that happens in life happens for a reason. I'm a firm believer of that. So that had to happen in my life to get me to the next level, to get me to the next stage, which eventually it led me to being here today.
Of course. And so let's talk about that. So when did the music start for you? Like when did the aspirations of being a musician, was that from school times? When did you start writing?
I was at the Isle of Wight on a trip. Like my local council used to organise trips for the local kids in it. Yeah? So I was on a trip. I was like the youngest one. So there was like older kids from my ends there, like cool kids, you know what I'm saying? And they was listening to their Dizzy Rascal and Wiley and shit on their little tapes. And that's when I started listening to grime and stuff like this, and I was like, right, I like this. And shortly after that, my friends were started rapping and stuff, so I started rapping with them. But it just led to trouble. As soon as I started rapping, it started leading to trouble. I used to get into fights and shit for no reason. I still to this day cannot tell you why I had these fights. I haven't got a clue. I'd come out of a youth and now, boom, I've got to have a fight straight away. Someone said they want to fight me, and I'm thinking, is it because I spat some butt? Is it because I was better than you? Or is it just because I got a face you just want to slap? Again, I don't know why, but things happen, innit? I blame the music. Everywhere I went where there was loud music, there was a fight. Do you know what I'm saying?
And so who's your main inspiration, would you say, that got you into music? Was it sort of an elder, like you said, there was your mates, or all your mates sort of got into it at the same times?
From the youngest age, I would have to say Dizzy Rascal and Wiley. Yeah. From the youngest age, to make music.
And they were your favourite artists growing up?
To make music, or listen to Dizzy Rascal and Wiley. When I was listening to music, it was like, man, young man listening to Tupac and shit like this. Do you know what I'm saying? Ja Rule and shit like this. Is like, this is a long time ago when I used to listen to music. But making music, or Dizzy Rascal and Wiley. And then after that, I'm trying to think, who am I listening to? Then as you get older, you listen to the same people everyone else listens to, really. Uncle Murder had, man. You see, like nowadays, I feel like these young boys, yeah, big them up. They listen to a lot of drill music, innit, yeah? And they say, society says that leads them to be more actively knife criming or whatever they want to say. But in my generation, all we used to listen to was Uncle Murder. Now, Uncle Murder is like the equivalent of that, but for guns. And obviously, it was cooking up man's brain. Because I ain't gonna lie, it was having a mad influence on man. If you're driving around 5 man up, listening to Uncle Murder, riding all the time, like, trust me, like, big up Uncle Murder. But yeah, no, he probably caused a lot of trouble.
Of course.
Unknowingly.
And so, when was it you actually recorded your first tune? What age was that then?
I was in the studio with Wolfenstock Outlook with my friends, but there's not songs that ever got released. It's just me and my friends chilling, made a song, probably even made a video for it. But if that video ever comes out, I'm going to be the most embarrassed person on the planet. I was like 13, 14, wearing a red and white bandana, acting up. Do you get me?
I think you could have a documentary one day. And
nah, delete that. If anybody finds that, delete that. Burn it. I don't want to see that shit. Burn it. You get me? But obviously, then after that, making music, my olders and my ends started. Yeah, one of my olders pulled up in a car, had a chat with me, he was opening up a studio. That was it. I'll basically cool. I'm one with you, man, innit? That's it. That's like I didn't sign no deals, but I'm basically in my heart, I'm signed to you, man, innit? My olders, and these times I called them olders, but these one was only like 21 at the time. So when I was 15, 16, looking up to these man, I used to look up to these men like they were grown ass men. But looking back, these men were 21-year-old kids. These men were kids that probably didn't even know themselves anyway, and I'm looking up to them like they've got all the answers. Do you know what I'm saying? So when I look back, I've learnt now, like, don't look at 21-year-olds and stuff like they've got all the answers. These men are still trying to figure themselves out. You shouldn't have any olders anyway, but if you do, make sure that they're old enough to have been through things in life, been through hell and back, and survived to tell the story. Then maybe they can give you some good advice. But there's only so much people can tell you.
Yeah, if you're looking for someone to follow, it's probably not the elders of the streets.
It's probably not a 21-year-old, because I don't think he's been through enough at 21 to teach you anything about life.
Yeah, no,
Do you know what I'm saying?
A lot of street people are immature in their way of thinking. I was like that myself.
You got to think, at 21 years old, what was man doing? Do you know what I'm saying? What was man doing? Man was doing a mad thing.
Yeah, no, it weren't good.
Do you know, man never had no organisation.
And so has it always been Shaker the Baker? Where did the name come from? Who gave you the name? And
No, I called myself Shaq long time ago. For weird reasons. I don't even know why weird reasons.
Yeah, I remember the Shaq, the freestyle, the one you did as...
Yeah, it was Shaq first. That was like... It's dumb, innit? Mum was young, and yeah, my friends used to call me Shaq because I always used to roll with a shank, a hammer, and a knife. Yeah? Shanks, hammers, and knives. Shaq. There you go. That's how it started. Remember, I ain't got... A lot of Asian youth, a lot of guys are called Shaq in the Asian community, innit? Like Shaquille or whatever. But that weren't me, but people assume that's my name anyway. But that's got nothing to do with it. That was why man was young and immature. Now, when I've got older now, I've realised there's so much people called Shaq in the Asian community. Every ends has got a Shaq. A man be like, yo, Shaq from Newton, or Shaq from here, or Shaq from West. I'm just like, brother, I don't want to have a name that everyone else in the world has got. You get me? And obviously, one of my orders used to call me Shackers or Shakers. You know, like man, just, if you got a name, man, just put a spin on it sometimes. Man used to call me Shaker or Shakem or Shaker Leg or shit like this. So I used to just say cool, and then I spend a lot of time in the kitchen.
Yeah, you're good in the kitchen.
I'm good in the kitchen. So obviously, it just, I can't remember the exact moment it became Shaker the Baker, but it became Shaker the Baker because there is only one Shaker the Baker. You're not going to find another one. If someone called himself Shaker the Baker now, it's such a bait copy. But if someone else called himself Shaq, there's too many Shaqs out here, but there's only one Shaker the Baker, so I'm going to stick to it. And I'm proud of it.
And so, talk to me about the moment, sort of the big break or the game-changing moment for you when you sort of really blew up. So I can sort of remember, me personally, I see the one Shaq freestyle you did on the streets, is in blue.
Fire in the streets.
Yeah, but the moment I sort of real took note was sort of 5-6 years ago when you did the link-up mic check with...
Yeah. Air Max cannabis green, 24 gram, but my cannabis clean. Got me taking weed naps, having tangerine dreams. Dreaming. Yo. Sitting in the trap, just me and no queen. Open up packs like ultimate team. Blowing loud sacks and we blowing some steam. Straight out the bank, got the crispiest cream.
Yeah. Remember, I haven't blown up yet. The only thing is, everybody in the country knows who I am for some reason. Everywhere I go, people know me, yeah? But I haven't blown up yet.
But you've got enough videos that got over 1 million views, do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
I know, but I haven't even started yet. I know it sounds mad, but I feel like I'm treating my career like I just started it like 3 months ago. Because I wasn't mentally ready before.
Yeah.
I was just smoking weed, drinking, going studio. When I leave the studio, I'm hitting the streets again. And doing a video, straight after the video, hitting the street. In the middle of the video, I'm doing mad stuff and then going back like this. You can't call yourself a rapper like that. It's not a career for you when you're not taking it seriously. What happened was, I used to be just doing my own thing, yeah? And I met Pak-Man at the radio station one time. We did a freestyle, me, him, and 2 other rappers. And then me and him, we clicked from there. Because I realized in my head, Ross, he's the only other Asian rapper right now that I can see as competition or see like on par with me. And he saw the same in me, so we thought, cool, let's come together and see what we can do. We made What's Your Life Like, went mad. That's still one of my favourite tunes. Power, for the Asian community. We empower the Asian community, the Pakis especially, with power. And then we made a couple other ones. We've done a joint tape. We've done a couple of shows. We killed Oxford, killed Birmingham. Do you know what I'm saying? But even then, all of them times, I wasn't taking music seriously. I wasn't ready mentally. I cared too much about anything. I feel like to do anything in life and succeed in it, you have to have this don't give a fuck mentality. Do you understand? If you give a fuck about anything, you're not going to make it. You're going to spend too much time thinking about shit or having too much self-doubt. And right now, I've got no doubts in myself. I know exactly what I'm doing, and I'm very good at what I do.
Of course. Yeah, no, 100%. I agree. But, so like you say, now you're a professional musician. You're taking this stuff serious. Like 100%. You said, you've always been a rapper. Now you're a professional musician who's actually fully on this
100%.
thing. Like I said, what was the moment then when you decided, this is going to be a career for me? Was it
the full what recently?
No, so obviously I know it's 3 months ago, but when you get over 1 million views, obviously 5-6 years ago and stuff like
that was nuts. I hit the road. No, I hit the road. I'm the type of guy I didn't understand the business side of it. I just always thought, cool, someone would phone. If I just keep doing videos, this will happen. People will phone me. People will offer me deals. I didn't even have no Spotify account. I didn't have no YouTube account. I had nothing. I didn't understand. I was putting so much money in. How much money I put into music? Hard-earned money I put into music. And I never even used to put the songs out for streaming. Like, Who Am I? Never hit the streaming website. That would have gotten me a couple grand. Zoned Out, Imagine. these kind of songs would have definitely got me a couple grand each on streaming, but like I'm too busy in the trenches to go on my computer and just type up a few. I never even owned a laptop until 1 week ago. I've never had a computer. I've had a phone. There's only so much you can do on a phone. Now I'm taking it so seriously that I actually went and bought a laptop. You know what I mean? I'm doing this thing
Well,
properly.
it's wicked because obviously you achieve more than 99% of the people who try this rap thing and even throw themselves into it fully. So the fact that you haven't been fully applied over the last few years,
It's mad, isn't
and
it?
you've
Yeah.
had the success you've had, it's a great sign.
My favourite thing of all time is going to be my Mad About Bars freestyle, yeah.
Now the ends ain't the same and it's hot as hell. I'm talking about the cops and the ops as well. Man, them getting stabbed, getting shot as well. That's why I got waps and they're not for sale. I'm in Amsterdam in a Sofitel. Smoking loud, sipping Choco Mel. 5-star restaurants eating lobster tail. My life stories are mobsters tell.
Because it's got 1.8 million views by myself on my brother's beats. No paid promotions, no nothing. Just word of mouth. Just people telling people this is hard. People going back to listen to it again because it's going hard. And at the time in my life, I was just feeling that kind of way. I didn't try again. It's like 2 days before I've got told I'm doing a Mad About Bars. No, I linked up with Mixtape Madness and they made Frenzo do a next up because he's a new artist to them. And he said, I can't do a next up because I'm already established in the game. So I've got to do a Mad About Bars. I was like, cool. And I just took the opportunity. And till this day, I get messages from rappers. I get more messages from known rappers telling me, brother, you're hard. Do you know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to be here name dropping and shit. That's mad. But
Of course. So, like I said, you mentioned Pac-Man before. Like you've done obviously some great work with him, and he's hard, and you're doing big things for the Pakistani Asian community and UK rappers and things. Especially you guys, you're sort of pioneers for the Pakistani rap scene, aren't you?
Yeah,
and
I
then
would say
obviously Frenzo now's coming into that as well.
yeah, I would say that.
Three of you are unbelievable.
I would say that. There's others as well. Big up all of them because they're all doing it, and I hope they all win. Do you understand? I'm just saying, if we look timeline-wise, me and Pak-Man was the first.
Of course.
The younger ones were obviously probably too young to make music, but age don't mean nothing. It's no one's choice when they're born. Do you understand? If they were destined to be rappers, they were destined to be rappers. It's just man's older, innit? So we came first. That's all it is. And obviously, we kind of showed a lot of people that Pakis can rap. So when the other Pakis come, they're automatically listened to because they're like, cool. We've already learnt that Pakis can rap. We've established that. Now let's hear what you got. But obviously, I big them up every time. Do you know what I'm saying?
And so where did the link up with Frenzo come? How did you know Frenzo?
I know Frenzo since a young kid still. We've been running the streets together since forever.
Okay,
you know
so
what
it's
I'm
deep
saying?
with the music.
Nah, me and him on the streets together, man, for years and years, getting into dumb shit, man. We've been succeeding and failing, just out here, just in life, just bare wins and losses. You know what I'm saying? But that's how you build bonds with people. And one day I just was chilling somewhere, and then, cause man, I'm really in the trenches. Like when I'm saying, people think it's a joke. People think like we're just in our houses smoking weed or something. No, we was really out there doing things. You know what I'm saying? So I'm with him in one spot now, and then I would like spit some. But remember, this guy's been spitting since forever. He's been hard from we was young. Do you know what I'm saying? But he's always rapped about the same shit. He don't lie. This is why I always said. Everybody said to me that, oh, Frenzo, he talks about this, he talks about that. They're not gonna accept him. He talks about sniffing coke. They're not gonna like him. I said, my bro, they're gonna appreciate the honesty. I can listen to any rapper that's honest. I can listen to a rapper talking about girls if that's your life. I can listen to a rapper talking about banging if that's your life. I can listen to a rapper talking about trapping if you really do it. And I can listen to a rapper who talks about sniffing coke if that's a part of his life right now. Inshallah, we'll all do better one day. But if at the minute that's his life, he's the realest rapper that's come out of the UK in a long time because he's honest. You have to respect that rather than the bare rappers out there sniffing coke. They just won't talk about it. That's a fact. You know what I'm saying?
And so people check out his work. He's done loads of stuff with Frenzo as well, and it's hard. And it's wicked that the three of you, I'm a fan of all three of you, do a lot of work together and you're working together.
We've never done a tune together.
But you and Frenzo have not done work together?
No, me and Frenzo did a whole mixtape tip. I'm saying me, Pak-Man and Frenzo have never done a tune together yet.
Yeah, you need to do that then.
I'm like the middle guy. I got Frenzo as my friend there, Pak-Man my friend there, so I'm trying to bring everyone together and make it happen.
Be the hardest,
it will happen, but we're going to execute that one correctly. We ain't going to waste that. There's no point wasting that.
And so talking about, obviously, these collaborations and stuff, talk to me about who your dream collaboration would be then. Whether it be people like Uncle Murder, whether it be Dizzy, White, who is your dream artist, number one artist you'd like to
artist to say like from my heart that I would want to do a collab with, would be Mozzie. I think that's a song that I wouldn't even care how big the song gets. I wouldn't care about the money, I wouldn't care about nothing. I'll just have that song and I can just play it in my car I can listen to it myself. You get me? Because Mozzy's my favorite rapper.
Oh, I rate Mozzie. He's a hard musician, isn't he?
Yeah, he's crazy. Like lyrically, he's crazy, and the way that he puts the next bar is always relating to the bar before. It's not. He's not just talking random shit. Every bar kind of relates to the next one, so it's just kind of easy to remember. And yeah, no, personally, it'd be that. UK, I'd say Dave for one reason, because I've been listening to these guys and I listen to a lot of other rappers. When I listen to them, all I think to myself is this guy levels, and I said to my girl, he levels. She's like, levels. You get me? But I listened to Dave the other day. I listened to his album late after everyone else has heard it. I took it in, but I don't just really listen to other people's albums, but I was just trying to see if there's other people I find levels. And I listened to his album, and in bare times I was thinking to myself, wow, this guy's actually levels. Like he's actually saying some shit. Do you know what I'm saying? He's actually saying some very good shit. His bars are crazy. They're well thought about. The way he's putting the words together are nuts. And I'd like to think, Ross, when I write shit, I try and make it sound nuts too. So I see what you did there. And yeah, no, to be honest, lyrically and everything, I would have to say UK, Dave. That's about it. For now, right now, I swear down, yeah, I've had so much madness going on in my life in the last few years, yeah, that I just want to work with myself right now. Everything is Shaker featuring Shaker. Apart from that, I might work with my friends every now and then, like Frenzo, Pak-Man, whatever. If a good collab was on the table and someone said do it and it was beneficial, or I like the artist, then cool, I'll do it. But right now, like, I'm just working on me, which is not being negative on anyone else. I don't want to put that out there, but I'm just working on me. I'm living my life. I roll by myself every day. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't really have many friends. I'm just living my life, man. I'm in a very good place.
So you're talking about now you're taking it seriously in that, and you're professional. Have you got a team behind you? Have you got like a set producer that you like to work with?
I have got a few producers that I'm gonna create my own sound with, because my brother, God bless him, I don't feel like at the minute he's got the passion like he once had. But you never know. Time will tell. In 6 months' time, he might be bang on the music. But until everybody around me has got the same passion and drive for this common goal, I can't work with them, because I feel like you're gonna fuck up the energy in the room if you're not as hungry for this as me. I want a producer that is hungry. I can phone you at 5 AM and say, brother, I need that snare changed, and you rise up out of bed and change that snare, not because I'm badding you up, but because it's what's best for what we're trying to do right now. I'm only working with Mo right now as an engineer because it makes me sound sexy.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to Mo.
That's Mo Khan. That's the main man right there. Your sound is everything. You could have the best beats. You could have the best bars. It don't matter. If you sound shit, your music shit. Do you understand? So I've figured that out now. Remember, I've only been coming back here. Used to come here before. I've only been coming back here for a couple of months now, and I figured that out. That yeah, I want to work with Mo for my engineer. Producers, I've got a few different ones I'm working with now, but I'm doing bare songs with them, and it's creating our own sound. Because if one rapper and one producer work together and make 10 songs, they've created their own sound, because there's no other two combination like that. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to do that for different tapes, and I've got a team of people behind me. Like
got a manager?
No management. I don't think I need management. I've got people that manage me in my life that kind of help me out, and kind of like life management. You know what I'm saying? My close friend Hussein Manawa, who's a poet as well, who does big things. He checks in on me a lot. He's shown me a lot of things in this game as well. Plus, he's opened up a few doors for me. He's brought me into rooms with people. He's had me rubbing shoulders with the right people, so that I can maybe build relationships with them. If it's meant to be, it's meant to be. If it's not, it's not. But he's put me in places where it will be beneficial for me and my life in general, just to keep a clear head and stay focused on a goal. Yeah, man.
And so you talked about meeting these right sort of people. Have you got dreams and aspirations of getting signed then to one of the big labels? You want to keep it independent?
No, I'm literally right now, I'm working on something now. I've got a meeting in a couple of weeks, but I don't want to go into that meeting with like empty-handed. So that's why I'm here today as well, to finish off things I need to do, make sure everything's sounding clean. So by the time I go into that meeting, I'm going in there with a plan. I'm going in there offering them a product, a plan, a 2-year plan. Not just going in and saying, can I have some money, please? Don't work like that. Because if worse comes to worse, I've got people around me that will give me money to do this thing. But I'd rather not do that. I want to be by myself and do my own thing. So I put my own money into myself already. Now, the only reason I'm going to the label is because they've got good PR, they've got good marketing strategies and stuff that will be very helpful to what I'm doing. But I don't know, man. I dropped my YouTube channel. I started my YouTube channel like 2 months ago, yeah.
Same.
And I feel like I'm doing alright.
Yeah.
I'm doing way more than I expected. my projections were low. I was thinking like if I get 1,000 views a day for someone who hasn't been on YouTube before, my video gets 10k in 10 days. I'd be happy.
So guys, link below will be for his YouTube as well. Check that out.
Yeah,
support him.
check that please. Yeah, I've got flipping 100k views in 2 weeks on one song, 80k views on another song, like, and then I did it like they're the only 2 tunes I've dropped on my channel so far.
Yep.
They both exceeded my expectations. So the plan that I had between now and the end of the year, if it keeps down the way it's going, man would have exceeded man's projections by the end of the year. But no one's gonna believe it until this year anyway. No one's gonna believe it until this year. But just remember when you heard it here first.
And so you mentioned earlier you've obviously knocked the weed on the head and everything like this as well.
Yeah.
Like you're fully got your mind on the job.
Yeah.
And so talk to me about what's going to be coming out then over this next year or so. Then you've got a load of projects you're working on right
I have
now.
to stay busy. I stay very busy. I work 19 hours a day. Whether I'm just making music, writing bars in the studio, sending emails, whatever, sending invoices, replying to fans, whatever it is, I'm spending 19 hours a day on this. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna drop a Baker's Dozen 2. I'm not even sure if I should call it a Baker's Dozen 2, but I want to call it that just because it kind of sends people back to Baker's Dozen 1. And shows them a bit of the history as well. You know what I'm saying? But because the album is called Election Year, Shake It for President. But that's so far away right now because I've got to drop a tape first. And I've already got an album more or less recorded. But like I'm saying, when I go into this meeting, I'm going to go in there prepared. I've been working hard. If you could ask more, I've been working hard. I've got all the music. I'm only spoon feeding the people. So when I gave them the fire in the barbecue, I gave that to them.
Green, I'm a local supplier. I ain't trying to be a meme or social pariah. When I'm finished spitting fire, the ocean will dry up. All the money and the hate and emotion will pile up. When they see you rolling, try put a hole in your tire. They try punch you in your wings when they notice you're higher. When I'm ready for the road and promoting my show, I'll make edible tickets you can choke on my flyer.
Free because it's on an American beat. Just hold that for promotional purposes. People are like, oh my god, that's so hard thinking. Like, trust me, I'm giving you the lightest first. Then I gave him Quick to Forget because I had to get some shit off my chest. And I thought, before I take the next step in my career and show you what I'm really doing, there's some things I gotta get off my chest first. You know what I'm saying? I've done that now. I gave you the one for free. I gave you that. Boom. My next video I'm shooting next week. Well, it's gonna be done by the time this comes out, but you'll enjoy it. You'll enjoy it. And then one video at least a month. I'm trying to do one every 3 weeks. You're going to get at least one video a month out of me until the end of the year. At least. I might even do more because I might be doing features and stuff. But I'm going to be hot on your brain. I'm going to be all over your screen. And that's just it. There's no 2 ways around it. It ain't like I can stop now. It's too late. I don't bum weed. I don't drink. I don't do nothing. I've got no self-doubts. I wake up every single day on the same thing. I've literally sacrificed all my fun. All of my nights out of, I do nothing now. I got no friends. The only friends I've got, they're chasing their dreams. So we can't even see each other because you're working hard doing what you're doing. I'm working hard doing what I'm doing. They're 2 totally different dreams. We can't even link up. We see each other very rarely. I got no friends, just family. Do you know what I'm saying?
Outside of music and your family and your kid, what have you got any hobbies in that? Is there any main hobbies you do? What do you get up to? What do you do to chill outside that? Is just spend time with the family, friends? And
I don't do nothing but work, bro. Even now, I haven't watched a movie in 3 months. Every time I've sat down to try and watch a movie, within 10 minutes I got something to do. I thought of a lyric, or I got a reply to a message, or I got an email, or something. And I've had to tell my family to leave me alone for 6 months. I've had to tell them, leave me alone for 6 months. Don't expect nothing from me for 6 months. I need to be fully focused. I can't even hold a conversation sometimes because I'm on my phone. Before I used to find that rude, because it is rude to be on your phone and not interacting with the people around you. But now I'm like, listen, the phone is more important for 6 months. For 6 months, this phone is more important than anything. I need you all to look after each other and just leave me alone for 6 months. So I gotta do this.
of course, 100%. And you mentioned earlier shutting down a couple of shows, performing. How do you enjoy performing live?
I love performing live, yeah, but I was drunk every time. So it's like,
Was that from nerves or something? Just where you weren't used
I
to
don't know.
performing live,
I used
or
to
you
drink
just
every day,
did it to
innit?
get the
I used to
flex
drink every day, so it was
Okay.
nothing for me. So a show is more or less a party at the same time because people are around. There's a bar, there's a drink. I'm with all my mate, with all the man them. Man's gonna drink. I'm going on stage 2 bottles of Henny in or 1 bottle of Henny in. Like I don't know how I never fell off the stage half the time. You know what I'm saying?
So you've got thin memories of it then? Like,
Very vague.
foggy.
All I know is I shut it down, innit, and nothing
Yeah.
bad happened. No
Yeah.
violations ever took place. You know what I'm saying? We controlled. I went there strong. Birmingham, we went strong. Remember, Birmingham is a very serious place. Do you know what I'm saying? I respect Birmingham, like, on all levels. It's a very serious place. Going to Birmingham with the gang ain't easy sometimes. Do you know what I'm saying? But we went there respectful, and nothing kicked off. And yeah, it was a good night.
Was that your favourite show that you've done thus far, would you say? Birmingham then? Was that a big one up there?
Birmingham, Oxford I would say for the performance, but Birmingham because of the people that was there. A lot of my friends who are in jail now and not around no more, they was there. We had a good night. Afterwards we hit the town. You get me, man? Fucked. Man hit the town. Big up Birmingham. But as I was saying, recently I performed in Brighton, yeah? Stone cold sober. Like, I didn't even have a fag. I didn't have nothing, yeah. And when my friend called me on the stage, I didn't have any nerves. None. For some reason. That's how I feel right now. You see, like, the way my head and my heart is, I'm a stone cold individual right now. A man called me up and said, listen, Sheikh, come take the mic. I had no nerves. And I was thinking to myself, wow. Before I used to think even I was drinking because to calm down the nerves, but I got no nerves. I got no self-doubt. I know I'm going to go on that stage, and I know I'm going to make these people feel my pain. I'm going to get my paper and I'm going to go.
Hard. And so where can the fans come and see you then? What, you got any upcoming shows over the next few months now, over the summer?
The way my year was planned out, the way that my year has been planned out, I haven't even managed to put no shows in the plan yet. Maybe by like August, September, looking at what's going on, there might be time to throw in a show or a tour. I don't know, but I've got the whole year planned out. Only God himself can stop me.
And so you've mentioned you haven't even really started on this music thing. It's only the last few months you've gone hard. Obviously you've had loads of exposure over the last few years and stuff. You had millions of views. Like, how have you dealt with the sort of fame and the exposure and being known and that? Is it
people in general, I just think people do generally like me. You know, it might look like I get a lot of hatred, yeah. And if you look at a lot of stuff, it might look like people don't like me, yeah. But majority of people, every single person I've ever bumped into in my life has liked me. Ain't nobody ever said nothing to me or tried to be on no smoke or nothing like that. I see fans that take pictures all the time. I see other rappers, they show nothing but love. I go to more or less every hood. There's no hood I don't go to. If I get invited, if I need to go through there, I go. I live my life. I go everywhere. I'm around serious people all the time. I get nothing but love and respect in every hood I go to. Do you know what I'm saying? Even being famous, I get a bit more respect and a bit more love. And it was like, yeah, your music's hard, this, that, and the third. And I show the love back. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't think I've ever had an incident in my life where I've seen someone and because I'm a rapper, it's gone bad. No, not ever.
So you've got enough love for your fans, and what's your message to your fans?
Man, the fans are everything to me right now. Right now, the fans are closer to me than my friends. I love the fans. I don't even call them fans anymore. They're supporters. They support me. Do you know what I'm saying? I've got to respond to about 100 messages a day sometimes, yeah? Sometimes more, sometimes less, depends how much I'm posting. But I'll try my best to respond to every single one. You could be a kid with one follower in the middle of Leeds, yeah? And you message me, and I message you back saying, yo, brother, they're like, oh my God, I can't believe you messaged back. I'm saying, why can't you believe it? I'm just sitting in the trenches doing nothing. What am I going to do? Not message you back? I'm not that famous yet. I said, I'll message you back until I get that famous. And when I get that famous, yeah, I might start ignoring you.
Of course. And so talk to me about any merchandise for the fans. Are you creating any? I saw you did
the cupcake jumpers. My cupcake jumpers and my cupcake t-shirts. I would have worn them now, but I'm having some issues with the production of them because, I think I'm going to have to find a whole new way of going around that because the way I had it before, it's just, I don't want to talk about it on camera, man. But
they're not stopping the cupcake.
They're not stopping the cupcake. Is going. They're going. They're hard. Right now I'm wearing King, yeah, because these man, I like the fact that they can see what I'm doing. I ain't famous enough yet. I'm not getting millions of views yet, you know, but these man will send me wardrobes and wardrobes and wardrobes of clothes because they know what's coming. They know what I'm about to do, which instantly makes me know you lot believe in me because you lot have given me. I could pull out so much King stuff, you know, which they've given me for free because, and I'm not going to forget the guys. There's other people that send me jumpers, trainers, hoodies, tracksuits. I'm going to remember them guys till the very end because you man believed that I was going to push your brand. You man knew I was about to do something big, so you sent me shit.
Of course.
When you're big, everyone's going to want to send you shit. Everyone's going to want to be like, oh, this guy's getting millions of views now. Do you know what I'm saying? But
so you ain't forgetting no one that's helping you.
I'm not forgetting anybody from me now.
Showing the
people that are here now, remember, the way I'm looking at life, I started my career 3 months ago. That's when my head got right. That's when I became ready for any eventuality that could possibly happen.
Yeah. So in terms of the merch, though, anything else for the fans, or is just going to try and get this cupcakes,
It's
jumpers,
just going to be cupcake, everything, cupcake t-shirts. We've got the female cupcake t-shirts that got the 2 little cupcakes there. We've got bare stuff going on, but like I said, I'm only one man. Yeah, I ain't got no one really around me except for some women helping me, and just trying to do it all. I'm focused on the music right now. Like I said, I've got a plan, and I have to stick to it. Because you see in life, I don't take no advice from nobody either, no more. I used to take advice my whole life, and it got me nowhere. So now I'm just like, you know what? I don't take advice from people. You can tell me, and I might take a little bit of it on board, but if my gut tells me to do it this way, I'm doing it this way. Because that way, if it goes wrong, I can live with that. But if I listen to someone else's advice and it goes wrong, I'm going to spend my whole life resenting that person. Do you understand? And I don't want to do that. I've got nothing but love for everyone.
Indeed. So I think that's there. I really appreciate your time. Is there any other topics that you want to sort of cover that we haven't touched upon?
Nothing, except I just want everybody to look out for the new music.
To talk to us, what's your latest single or tune? Obviously, you said you had
Quick
one.
to Forget. I don't want to tell you the name of the new one yet, man.
That's a deep tune.
Yeah, Quick to Forget is a deep tune. I had to get some stuff off my chest. Plus, I let the fans get involved. So I kind of did that one for the people. Bought the beat. The beat's hard. It's very. Even when I listen to it now, I love the song. I only want to make real music. I want to make no generic music. And yeah, man. I just would advise everybody in the world to just try your best to just be happy. I know too much people in my life and they're just miserable. Everyone around me is miserable. It's long. I can't be a part of it. That's why I roll on my own. Just be happy and understand that the happiness is more important than the money. That's why I'm chasing my dream now. Whatever comes of it, it don't matter. I'm happy at the moment. I'm happy doing it. If you got something, if you're got a dream and you're good at it, then you can go for it. Bun it. Just be happy. You got to do what's good for you in the end of the day. I get bare people telling me, are you sure you want to do the music? Family members, are you sure you want to do this? And I'm like, brother, did you prefer me when I was getting drunk and high every day? Did you prefer me when I was... It come like people were happier for me when I was a mess. But I was a mess quietly. But they were happy because they want me to just be quiet sitting in a corner somewhere. No, I'm not being quiet no more. I'm out, I'm here, I'm ready for all the smoke. Let's go. Do you know what I'm saying? That's where I'm at.
Wicked. And so, talk to us. You'd like to say, we've got the Cupcakes merchandise going to be coming out late this year. You've got your YouTube channel,
yeah.
Shaker the Baker.
Yeah.
Instagram, Shaker the Baker.
Everything is Shaker the Baker.
And you said you're on the TikTok now as well.
Hey, TikTok is booming. If you use TikTok, follow me on TikTok, Shaker the Baker, because that's where it's happening. Yeah, I do a lot on there, and I get a lot of love on there. And you know what it is? Like I said, I'm not drinking and smoking. Yes, I've got time for it. Yeah, it don't mean I'm not doing what I'm doing, or people assume that because you're doing some stuff, you're not doing other stuff, which is good that they assume that. Do you know what I'm saying? Because I'm squeaky clean right now. But TikTok, yeah, it's happening over there. Yeah, I'm that social media guy now. Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm embracing it fully because it's 2021 now. We're going into a future. I hate it. My mentality before, which messed me up on social media, was that social media is for nerds. That's what I used to tell myself. You know, when MySpace came out, I missed out on that first whole wave of fans. That's probably millions of fans that will still follow me now, you know, because my brother had it and I'm like, you're a nerd, man. This whole computer thing is for nerds and I'm on the streets. So obviously I missed out on that whole wave. Instagram came out, I was late. Facebook came out, I was late. I was always late to these things. TikTok, I'm late, you know. I was telling my brethren 3-4 years ago about TikTok. I was telling him about TikTok and I didn't listen to my own advice. And
you can't take that street mentality to the music business. You need to rid that and be on this business
man need
stuff
to be
like
on
what
this.
you're on now.
And wherever the future's going, we're going. That's it. Otherwise, you're gonna get left, bruv. You're gonna get left. Yeah, I mean.
And so, where can people buy your music, download your music? Is it Apple?
Everywhere. Apple Music, Spotify, all good streaming outlets. But like I'm saying, man, it's about to be a lot going on right now, and I hope you're following me. And if you support me, you do. Even if you hate me, I hope you still listen to the music because I got a lot to say. And yeah, I'm not playing no type of games right now. Do you understand? Like none at all. I've got no doubts in my capability, and I got nothing but love for everybody. But everybody just needs to leave me alone and let me make my music. You get me? And if you see me in the streets, keep going your way. That's it.
So you want to give any shout-outs then to your nearest and dearest? I'd say shout-out to Mo Khan.
Shout-out to Mo Khan. That's the guy right there behind the magic, you get me? And yeah, I've heard some stuff from Mo as well that I don't think people have heard, and hopefully you're going to hear it soon. It's amazing stuff coming out of this side right now. And like I said, man, if you want to do something, just work hard. I want to give shout-outs, but I don't give shout-outs because if I forget someone, then they're going to be upset. So just shout out everyone that's rocking with me. Shout out to everybody that's got love for me. Shout out to everybody that hates me. Shout out to my family. Shout out to my friends. Shout out to my old friends. Shout out to my children. You get me? Yeah, man. Life is good, alhamdulillah. You gotta remember that. If you woke up today, your life is good. Do you know how much mad stuff goes on in a man's life? You would never even know. But man's still smiling, and man's still making food. And that's the advice that I would give to the people. Whatever you're doing in life, keep it moving, and yeah, don't take no shit from anyone.